Welcome back, everyone. Time to do another comparison this time around between two phones that are kind of, different from one each other in different demographics. The Google Pixel 5, which I have on the left, and the Samsung Galaxy S20 that I have on the right. Now, brand new prices, this Pixel 5 is $699. The Samsung Galaxy S20 is like $1,000. However, in the used market, preferably on Amazon, you can pick up some Galaxy S20s for cheaper than the Pixel 5, and I'll leave those ones linked down below so you can get them from there and help support the channel at the same time. But starting off with the front panels of both of these, the Samsung Galaxy S20 has a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's 1440p and it's an extremely good looking panel. There's really not that much to hate on it. Like, it's just a hole punch display. It's curved on the sides. It looks extremely premium. You also have that 120 hertz refresh rate, which is an extremely cool thing. Like I said, there's just not a lot to hate on it. It's just a very good panel. You have that fingerprint sensor on the display as well. And I don't even know what else to say. It's probably the best panel of this year. I think maybe the iPhone 12 Pro could be up there. I don't know because it doesn't have the 120 hertz refresh rate, but that is something that is really awesome on this phone. So the Galaxy S20 for sure has an extremely good panel, and I'll be honest, it has a better panel than the Google Pixel 5, but the Pixel 5 is still a good looking phone for sure. This phone has a 6-inch 1080p OLED panel, and it also looks pretty good as well. Like I said, I don't think it's as good as the Galaxy S20s, but also in the brand new market, you're not paying as much for the Google Pixel 5 compared to the S20, so you kind of have to keep that in mind. But actually, I kind of like the way the Pixel 5 looks. It just kind of looks more normal than the Samsung Galaxy S20. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. And also, there's a flat display on it versus the curved display on the Galaxy S20. So that's another thing, whether you like it or not. Basically, you have that capability on the Pixel 5, or you have that capability in the S20. It really is up to you and for your preference. So I would definitely say, in terms of the panels themselves, the Galaxy S20 is probably the better one. And side by side, you can kind of see how much longer the Galaxy S20 is, but I feel like the Pixel 5 may be a little wider. Actually, I don't know. They both look kind of the same. I think the Galaxy S20 gives the facade that it's thinner because it's a little bit longer, but I think both are pretty much the same. On the bottom, USB Type-C ports on both. And on the back, a little bit of a different setup. So we have a triple camera setup on the Galaxy S20, a dual camera setup on the Pixel 5, the fingerprint sensor on the back of the Pixel 5. And here's the thing, the Galaxy S20 has this glass back, which I really like. It feels really premium, it looks really good. And like I said, there's just really not, it's very average, but like I wish it was the frosted kind of thing we had on the OnePlus 8, the Note 20 Ultra, and even the iPhone 11 Pros. But this one still looks good for the most part, and I don't really mind it. But the Pixel 5, on the other hand, has this apparently aluminum build, but it has this kind of weird skin texture over it. It literally feels like cardboard. I don't really like it that much. I mean, to some people, they may like it, but it's not really my forte. It's not really my favorite. But I think, if you're in it, you're in it. If you like it, you like it. So I think for that matter, it's probably okay, but it wouldn't be my first choice, and the Galaxy S20 definitely feels more premium. A couple other things to note, the Galaxy S20 also has a SD card slot support. The Pixel 5 does not have anything like that, so keep that in mind. Also, they both have IP68 dust and water resistance, so that's really cool. And in terms of the outside, that really pretty much covers it up. Now, in terms of the software, this is really one of the biggest issues on the Samsung side, where I think Google really knocks it out of the park. And that's not only with their software updates, but also their software experience. When you look side by side, you can see that obviously we have a skinned version of Android on the Galaxy S20. Some people may prefer that. I definitely don't like it. I like the stock Android feel on the Pixel 5. On top of just the software experience and everything, you're getting, I think, a better software longevity overall from the Pixel device than on Samsung, even with the extra year of support. I think with the security updates and like all that other crazy stuff, as well as the custom ROM support that you have on Pixel devices, this just makes it a better software experience, in my opinion, over the Samsung Galaxy S20. But also, like I said, you can't really go wrong with either one right now. They're both going to be great. You can put skin on the Galaxy S20, and they're both going to be supported for a very long time. But eventually, like a year from now, 2 years from now, if you're watching this even 3 years from later, if you're watching this 3 years later, can you leave a comment in the comment section below? Because I really doubt anybody's watching this 3 years later. But if you are, let me know in the comment section, and I would love to revisit this video. But like I said, I think right now it doesn't really matter, but eventually the software experience will be better on the Pixel 5, in my opinion. So in terms of that, that pretty much covers it there. Now let's go ahead and do a little bit of a speed comparison between these two devices. Now the Galaxy S20 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 650 GPU, and 8 gigabytes of RAM on the only model. It's only one model of it. Where the Google Pixel 5, on the other hand, has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G chipset, so a little bit different. It has the octa-core CPU, Adreno 620 GPU, and 8 gigs of RAM on the single model. So a little bit of a lower chipset, but you have the same amount of RAM. So let's go and see which one is the faster one between these two devices. Okay, now that we're back, let me go ahead and clear out all these apps in the background. And I still don't know why on Android they make it so weird for you to close out on all of them. At least on stock Android, the Galaxy was able to get out of them so quickly. Okay, let's go and load up phone calls. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think the Galaxy S20 was pretty fast there. Messages, about the same. Play Store, 3, 2, 1. And actually, I don't know. I think maybe the S20 was a little bit faster there, but it looked like the Pixel 5 actually loaded up faster first. Scrolling through, you can kind of see over the camera that the Galaxy S20 I think is way smoother. They both have, this one has the 120 hertz, this one has the 90 hertz, and you can kind of tell that the Galaxy S20 is a smoother one. But the Pixel 5 is actually not that bad either. I think it's faster scrolling on the Galaxy S20. Now getting into like the multitasking panel, you can see they're both kind of the same. There's not a lot of glitchiness going on either, which is really good for both phones. Camera 3, 2, 1 is going to be like exactly the same thing. Okay, not a big difference. I have a ton of these third-party apps right here that we can go and get into. Let's do Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. Now I still think it messes up on my Pixel 5. So yeah, I don't know what it is with this game. It's not even that crazy intensive of a game, so it's very weird. We can do Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. And it looks like the Pixel 5 is actually loading faster. And I don't know what's going on with this one here. I guess it just glitched up on us. So I guess I don't know. I really wanted to try that one, but I guess it's whatever. We can do Crossy Road 3, 2, 1. So that specific test for the Temple Run 2, I don't know if necessarily I would say one was the biggest winner over the other one. And as you can see, we have more pop-ups. That's so awesome. We can do Snake versus Blocks 3, 2, 1. Let's hope nothing goes wrong with this one. And actually the Galaxy S20 was a little bit faster there, getting into some gameplay, and you'll probably see they're going to be about the same, but I think the Galaxy S20 was faster there. We can do Stack, 3, 2, 1. And I think the Galaxy S20 was faster getting into the, ad and all that stuff, so I'll probably give that one that advantage. We can do Bofa, 3, 2, 1. And I think the Galaxy S20 is probably the faster one there. We can do Netflix, 3, 2, 1. And Galaxy S20 again, faster one there. Quizlet, 3, 2, 1. And again, Galaxy S20 is faster there. Twitter, 3, 2, 1. And again, Galaxy S20 is the faster one there. Let's go and end it off with Road Racing 3, 3, 2, 1. And this one may actually be faster than expected. Now with that one you saw, the Pixel 5 actually opened that app faster than on the Galaxy S20, which was really surprising. Now we do have to download it on the Galaxy S20 again. So again, nothing can go right in my life. Now let's see if we have any other apps, and I'm pretty sure we pretty much covered all of them for the most part. I guess we can load up Snapchat, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Galaxy S20, faster one there. I think for the most part, that pretty much, for the most part, if you're getting one of these phones for the performance, I would probably end up getting the Galaxy S20. Even in real life, I can kind of see that it's a little bit smoother overall. Like I said before, there were times that the Pixel 5 was faster, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was a consistently faster phone. I think more times than not, the Samsung Galaxy S20 may have been the faster device, but I still think the Pixel 5 is a really, really good performing phone, and it actually really surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to do, pretty much as well as it did. There were some glitches on both of these phones, which was really weird. I don't know why that happened, but I think for the most part, if you're getting a phone based on performance, the Galaxy S20 was, probably the faster one, but the Pixel 5 was really, really close, and I don't think one is way better than the other one in my opinion. So in terms of performance, that pretty much covers it up. Now let's go and hit on the camera sensors on both. Now, like I stated before, triple camera setup on the Galaxy S20. You have a 12 megapixel wide, 64 megapixel telephoto, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, where the Pixel 5 has a 12.2 megapixel wide angle lens, then a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Now, on the software experience side, I've always found that on Android versus iOS, you have, way more features on an Android side of cameras, but even between Android phones, there tends to be a lot more feature difference, and here is a perfect example. And even just on the user interfaces themselves, look how many more features you have on a phone like a Galaxy S20 versus the Pixel 5. Now another thing I want to show you is I'm going to scroll to the more option here, and then I'm going to scroll to the more option on the Android side on the Galaxy S20. Look how many more options you have on something like a Galaxy S20. You have Pro Video Mode, Pro Photo Mode, all those different capabilities. The Google Pixel 5 camera sensor may be good, but you probably will have more features built into a phone like a Galaxy S20 than on the Google Pixel 5. Now, you can go and download a third-party camera app and maybe change some of these things up, but it's cool that it's natively built in into the Samsung Galaxy S20 in my opinion. Now, this may be a little bit of a different take, but first of all, with the Pixel 5, I think it's a pretty good camera. I was looking at it yesterday, I was taking some photos and everything, and it overall looked pretty good. Not only that, you can do 4K at 60 now, which is the first of a Google Pixel phone, which I don't know why it took them this long, but you also have that ultra-wide sensor, which is really cool. And I like having that capability, I like this more than the telephoto lens that we had on the Pixel 4 and 4 XL, but I also think at the end of the day, quite possibly the Pixel 5, I don't know, it just seems like the software experience and the software side of things, they kind of messed up when it came to the features. I wish it did have as many features as the Samsung Galaxy S20, but I still think software enhancements that Google does post-processing, they really kill it, and these photos looked really, really good. Like I said, I mean, Google has done a really good job in their camera sensors, and this is no exception. This one looks like a really good camera setup for sure. But on the flip side, with the Samsung side of things with the Galaxy S20, I also feel like this camera sensor is really good, and I honestly think it's better than the Galaxy S20. With a triple camera setup, you're getting that telephoto lens as well, but you also have the ability of shooting 8K videos. But that's all specs and everything, right? Honestly, nobody's probably ever going to use 8K, not anytime soon, but just having that ability is really, really awesome. You are also getting all those features built into the camera, the Pro Photo mode, Pro Video mode, all those different things. And even with One UI 2.5 and One UI 3, those bring a lot of camera enhancements, which is something I really do like. And I don't really like One UI that much, but I definitely do like the features some of them bring in. So that's a really cool thing. I like the Galaxy S20 camera more than I like the Pixel 5's camera, but that's not saying the Pixel 5 camera is bad. I just feel like you have more capability from a phone like the Galaxy S20, but you're also paying more for this camera, so it's not like it's the same price. You're paying more for this camera, so it's expected that you get more from it. So in terms of the camera department, that pretty much covers it up. Now ending it off with the battery life, you have a 4,000 mAh battery on the Galaxy S20, but you have a 4,080 mAh battery on the Pixel 5. Now honestly, I'll probably say that the Pixel 5 has a better battery life, but you also have to keep in mind that the Galaxy S20, first of all, they both have wireless charging, and they both support reverse charging in a way, but the Galaxy S20 has reverse wireless charging, which is really cool. That's something that I think the Pixel 5 you can charge from the USB-C type port on the bottom. The Galaxy S20, on the other hand, is not that case. You can go and put a phone on top of it and charge it. I don't know if I have it enabled right now, but you can just put your phone on like this and it'll start charging, which is really cool. That's something you don't necessarily have on the Galaxy or the Google Pixel 5, but I think in terms of the battery life, the Pixel 5 wins, but battery features, the Galaxy S20 probably wins. So to kind of sum up this video and to answer the question, which one should you pick up? Should you get a Pixel 5? Should you get a Galaxy S20? Well, first of all, let me break down the pros and cons. I've been doing this for like the last 3 videos. With the Pixel 5, you're getting a great software experience. You're getting really good performance that pretty much rivals the Galaxy S20. I don't even think this phone is that much faster. It's just slightly faster in my opinion. You're getting the same amount of RAM as the Galaxy S20. You're getting a great camera. You're getting great battery life. And the software experience, I think, is probably its biggest asset for sure. And I don't even think like if you should pick up, this phone or the Galaxy S20, I don't even think it's that big of a difference. I think it's almost like the same phone. It's just not as premium feeling as something like the Galaxy S20. You still have that 90 hertz refresh rate on this phone, and there's a lot still going here. Just because they lower the price and it's like a cheaper phone, it doesn't have a fingerprint sensor in the display, it doesn't mean this is a bad phone. Like, this is a really good phone. If this phone had the One UI software on it, I would not pick it up. But the fact that it's stock Android, that's why people love it. And that's why I think this phone will be it'll be relevant for years. And I think it'll be even more relevant than the Galaxy S20 will be in a couple of years, because this thing will get custom ROMs and all that stuff. The Galaxy S20, just like how nobody talks about the Galaxy S9, nobody even talks about the Galaxy S10, to be honest, and that was just last year. But I still hear people bring up the Pixel 4, even sometimes the original Pixel. So those are some pros for the Pixel 5. Now the Galaxy S20, on the other hand, as expected, it's a more expensive phone, but it's kind of reaching a different demographic. It is a really, really good phone overall. You're getting beautiful cameras, probably the best cameras of this year. That is a huge asset for this device. You're getting a beautiful display, better than the Pixel 5, and you're getting a 120 Hz refresh rate as well, which those two things in and of itself are probably big enough reasons for a lot of people to pick this device up. You're getting reverse wireless charging, and I think something that's really crazy that the Galaxy S20 has, the Pixel 5 doesn't have, is the micro SD card slot. If you want to go and expand your storage all the time and you're running out of storage or whatever, you have the ability of, increasing your storage on something like a Galaxy S20 over the Pixel 5. And again, it may not be a big deal to you, but that may be a big deal to some people out there. So that in of itself is a really good deal. But like I said before, if you're on a budget and you have to get brand new, the Pixel 5 is probably the better way to go. But you can pick up a Galaxy S20 for like around the same price too. So it's not even like a price thing. I would honestly probably pick up a Galaxy S20, but the Pixel 5 is a tremendous device as well. So that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.